This is kind of interesting. The culvert is handling more water than the bridge. Why did they even need the culvert? It's a corrugated culvert in good condition. But that bridge is very old. It's not like they just put the bridge in. Because I remember when that used to be a piece of junk with holes through the boards. But this is pretty cool. The culvert is sucking so hard, it's making a whirlpool there. Look at that. How much power does that have? Well, it took the stick. This is not the kind of water you want to fall into. This has a lot of leeches. Any debris on it? Not really. Actually, yeah, there is. Let's get the rake out. I love to feel that power. There's a lot of power right there. Let's go take a look at the bridge. Well, that explains why the culvert is taking so much. It's a giant beaver dam. Barely anything's going through it. Look at that, there's a little whirlpool there in the beaver dam. And on the other side, there's another beaver dam right here. You see, they build like a series of locks because they know they won't have water in the summertime, so they try to preserve as much as possible in those different locks. And they also just hate the sound of running water. All right, let's open this. We got it open all the way now. It created so much current, it blasted through the clog. Now look at the size of the whirlpool. A lot more suction now. Look at it now. That's a big whirlpool. I bet the water's gonna drop like 5 inches now just from that, and the whirlpool will go away. Let's look at the other side. Definitely a lot more water coming out. All right, it's been a few minutes. I actually have a video I'll link in the description. This place during a drought, completely empty. We walked up here into the swamp. There's a massive beaver pond, completely empty. Oh yeah, it's dropping. That culvert was like 5 inches under the water before. Pretty soon, it'll have airspace and it won't be able to make that whirlpool anymore. Yeah, opening this up made a lot more current. I can see debris on the bottom of the pond getting dragged over. Look at that. See, like the leaf? It's kind of cool. Throwing little leaves and stuff into that because it's not going to clog it up. That pipe is actually pretty substantial. Bigger than it looks. It's actually 24 inches. Oh, look, the culvert, this part of it's out of the water now. Because look, the pond is not that big, right? Yeah, we're dropping it. Can't believe the beavers didn't put anything here. Honestly, their dam doesn't look active. they might not be around at the moment. Now it's trying to make up its mind. You see, it's trying to make like 5 different ones. It's because this weird shape of the culvert. I think it got damaged when they reached in here with an excavator to clear it. That's not gonna work. There's a lot of current there. Currently, this culvert, if you were to get in the water there, you're not big enough to fit through it, but you could get stuck up against it because it's currently doing what you call siphoning. It's acting like a giant vacuum. As soon as it gets a few inches of air, the vacuum's gonna stop, and it'll just be gravity driven. A culvert completely underwater is a lot more dangerous because it's siphoning. Like this is doing now. It's moving a large amount of water, as you saw out the other side. As soon as that vacuum is broken by too much air getting in, you'll see a dramatic drop because it's using the weight of the water between here and the other end to pull itself. As it's leaving, it's pulling more in. Yeah, we're still dropping. Not really any more whirlpool. That part of the fun is over. It's almost gulping air. Almost. You can see on the edge. No, actually over there is a better example. See the wet grass versus the dry. Probably 5 inches so far. Well, I killed the beaver dam whirlpool. Now you can notice obviously all the flow is now being really attracted to that culvert. Alright, it's been 2 hours and I just returned. So this is the lowest it's gonna drop. I see around the edge probably a good foot. Actually, I take that back. Probably 8 inches or so, because I see the water line right here. So that's as much as it's going to drop right now. And it's going to drop more. It just poured yesterday, so this river is running a little bit higher than usual. But it's no longer siphoning. It's back to normal. It's got a big air gap. Hands are a little red, because I was just elbow deep inside a freezing culvert up the street, removing some stuff. All right, we drop back even more. Now, that's one day. A lot of airspace.